Piper is my neighbor. She's lived across the street since she was 4 years old. I've just seen her grow up. And she plays in our front yard, swings on our swing, jumps on our tramp. We have a relationship. So one day she was over and it was summer and I kind of knew that she was struggling with reading from her mom. And I just thought, oh, I'll just approach this.
Yeah, she didn't want to read with myself or my husband, and certainly not a chapter book without pictures. She struggled a lot to just sound normal when she was reading, and she could hear it and we could hear it. And so to help her and correct her was very difficult, and just zero motivation.
She would just run sentences on, and so she didn't understand what she was reading, and then she would mix up words. And then she just, throughout the book, go, I don't even understand this book. It doesn't make sense.
She started to fall behind because she couldn't keep up with the reading. And then it affected other areas in her life, like math, word problems, things like that.
Come on in. Awesome. So I knew of a great book called The Wild Robot that I thought, oh, Piper will like this book. She'll like the story. And the chapters are unintimidating. And even though it's not a beginner reader at all, because she's going into 4th grade, I knew she could handle it. So I said, let's read this.
He wiggled his tail feathers and felt himself veering back and forth. I'm a natural, he squeaked. You are doing very well, said Ross, but you need to keep practicing.
That big circle is the moon, said Chit Chat. And those little lights.
Within a matter of maybe 4 weeks, I noticed Piper would read with me, and she could read, and it sounded good. And maybe within a matter of 8 weeks, Piper was reading books on her own. And recently, she read an entire book in one day, a chapter book, which is amazing.
Piper learned, this will make me cry, to love a story. I love stories. And that's what I think I can pass on to kids. There's just such magic in it. And I really didn't know what was going to happen with Piper. I just was enjoying it. She became alive.
Having Miss Martin do this for my daughter has been life-changing for her and for me. And this is something she's going to remember and benefit from for the rest of her life. And I don't know where we would be if this wasn't happening for us right now.
We hang out afterwards, which is just, that's her. We make cookies, we just chat, we have hot chocolate. I mean, it's very natural, and I love listening to her. And I do really feel like the stories have bound us together. And I think our love of story is what that's done. It's so precious.